This is on the answer of European Parliament on 12 March 2026 that was tabled. My concern when you engage with the Minister of Foreign Affairs, did at any point that the Russian government as a government participate in recruitment of men and women who will be taken to fight the Russia-Ukraine war or any other war in that region? Because if a parliament of that magnitude has come up with information that the Russian government is, I know discussing a friendly nation, but can you give a comment on that? Number two is you have said 1,000 Kenyans are living in Russia, and you interacted with some of them. But my only concern is that 750. So even if you have to add 250, they are still, it becomes 1,002. So how many Kenyans are really in Russia? That will be my number two questions. Number three, Waziri, you have said in your statement that there are 3 Kenyans who have died. But Waziri, in media and many other forums, because we are the people representatives, we normally see even Kenyans burying banana leaves, doing mock burials. How many has it been reported? Since you have indicated you have a coordinated engagement between your ministry and other agencies, including the Ministry of Interior, Diaspora Affairs, and of course your Ministry of Foreign Affairs. So what is the number of Kenyans that have died? Because you have indicated they had 3. And on this issue of reported missing Kenyans, as a ministry, as of today here in Nairobi, do you have a distress call center for families who have reported missing kin in Russia? Because we see most of them addressing media as if media is a distress call center. Do you, can I work to Ministry of Foreign Affairs and courtesy your office, you can say these are number of Kenyans that have been reported missing in Russian war, and how many are they? Chair, number 3, are there Kenyans fighting in Ukraine apart from Russia? That will be number 3. Number 4, which I agree with you, is in 2023 there was a repatriation policy. And in that policy, Waziri, there was supposed to be an established fund called Kenya Migrant Workers 2020 Migrants Fund that was supposed, of course, you have talked about mutual legal assistance, you have talked about funding, you have talked about evacuation plan, you have talked about sanctuary centers and distress call. You have only indicated that you need resources from Parliament. Yesterday evening, the National Assembly passed supplementary budget. How much do you need? You need to give us numbers. You know, other things can lie, but numbers don't lie. So how much do you need? Not only for Russia issue, we have seen Middle East issue. You have talked even about cyber or internet slaves in Cambodia and other Laos and other region. And you have to know, just for your information, that Cambodia gets illegal $16 billion over this scamming online, where it involves even issues of online sexual exploitation of children. So how much do you need? Because I know after Russia, I'm happy you have noted that the issue of Middle East, you have given us an advance attention of your ministry, which you are proactive, and we are very grateful, because we don't know how that war will escalate to which level. Because, you know, Donald Trump says this thing today, the following day is other things. So in this Kenya Migrant Workers, this fund that was established in 2023, how much has it been allocated? And how much, for example, Waziri, you have to appreciate that we just concluded parliamentary budget policy statement. Is there a specific amount? And I saw you addressing National Assembly yesterday during question time. How much, so that Kenyans can know that either you are underfunded or you don't have enough resources to address those challenges. The 5th question, Waziri, is there a signed agreement when you went to Russia, between Kenya and Russia, on non-recruitment of Kenyans or was it a gentleman's agreement? Is there, or are you able to engage with the Minister of Foreign Affairs and there is a document that says this is referral, or maybe, you know, in diplomatic circles and what have you, what was the final outcome? Is there pen and paper that were put to ensure that the issue of immigration is once and well sorted? Finally, on the issue of foreign fake recruitment agencies, and I'm happy you have noted there are 600. We have been having a lot of war with National Employment Authority. They argue that if you want to know if they're active, you go to online. Now, the government has come up with a good proposal of Kazi Maju through bilateral labor agreements, which is in place. But you still find Kenyans being duped. I don't think, are Kenyans easy to dupe, or is it the frustrations of economic constraints? Is it the attractiveness? Because I have seen you have indicated that the lies they are being told is they'll get 2.5 million or plus per salary per month or bonuses. These 600 you have said they have been registered. Is it published anywhere? And is there a way, because you work with colleagues in the cabinet, that these individuals do not change their faces and come up with other recruitment agencies like the one you have arrested? And I'm happy and I want to congratulate you for that proactiveness in terms of ensuring these people who are duping Kenyans to go to Russia. What are you doing as a cabinet, and more so you are chief of cabinet ministers? What strategies you are put in place? Because there is also a time bomb. Your peers will tell you and the media will tell you every week there are at least a number of Kenyans who have been duped. I saw even a story in Kisii where somebody was being lied he'll be taken to Middle East, but the plane ended landing in Tripoli, Libya, and they cannot go to Middle East, they cannot come to Kenya. So what is, let me be very specific. You know, we have an IS, and there is a vetting process before an agency is given opportunity to recruit. What are you doing to ensure that NIS, National Intelligence Service, and even National Security Council are aware that there are people who are taking advantage of Kenyans, whether through corruption in National Employment Authority, whether in Ministry of Labor? What are you doing? Now you are better because you are the correct person, because you are the Prime Cabinet Secretary, and I hope in future chair will change it to Prime Minister so that he has executive powers. But what are you putting in place so that your Minister of Interior, yourself of Foreign Affairs, somebody of Labor, is there coordination to ensure that by the time I'm given to be a recruiting agency of migrant workers or the BLS or the migrant Maju process, by the time I'm given the certificate to recruit in this country, I must be beyond reproach like the Caesar's wife, or beyond suspicion. So what are you doing to ensure the vetting process is so thorough? Because as Parliament Waziri, we are tired every time. Now we'll finish Russia. Next week, you might hear another one from Middle East, Kidogo from Cambodia, Kidogo from another region, from Uganda, from other places. So what safeguards have you put by the time somebody is told recruit? What are you going to do? And finally, Chair, since the PS of Diaspora Affairs is here, and Waziri, you know, since Diaspora now stopped being a directorate, I think now is a department, there are many Kenyans who still, I'm happy you have issued the issue of travel emergency documents. You and me know that, and she knows that, and I think Senator Dulo was on the floor of the House. I think we have gone to Dubai and Middle East, where girls go there, they get children. Because of the legal nature of those Middle East and Emiratis, they are not allowed to be given birth certificates. So what is the Diaspora Affairs Department doing? Because those children cannot travel, Waziri, they are born, they are also human beings. Under Article 53 of the Constitution, the interest of children must be protected by the Kenyan Constitution. So what is Diaspora Affairs doing? And in partnership, I know UAE and other countries in Middle East have worked closely with Kenyans to ensure that Kenyans access, and even the issue of replacement of passports, the issue of, I've seen the ministry is issuing new generation of IDs, the issue of distress to address Kenyans who are either facing issues of legal challenges, especially sometimes, Waziri, I know it's hard to give mutual assistance to people who are maybe arrested for drug trafficking. But these are international and organized crimes that your office of the Attorney General and Solicitor can assist to ensure, you know, we need to behave like Americans. Even if you are accused of drug trafficking in China, you demand chair will be my clarification.
Thank you, Cherargei. A Prime Cabinet Secretary, I think maybe he had clear his first. Thank you.
Thank you. Get the assistance.